NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Set 70, Indy.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Off the play fake. Shipley. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking to throw. Shipley. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Tack McKinley picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback, because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to go down again. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the gun, Shipley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tack McKinley able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back to throw. Shipley. Open man is Samuel, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Let's go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money, because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown.
And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
This is ready. 60 or.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. You remember this? Go.
On 1st down, Shipley. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill, and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here I come. Here I come.
Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go play action now. Ryan. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So a couple of 1st downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
59 Mike, 59 Mike, check, 59.
Off play action. Shipley taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down. On 1st and 10, Shipley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16. 1st down, Falcons. Now Ryan on 1st down. This one caught by Ridley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Stocker's got it. Complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again. Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off with great anticipation. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Steps away. And this is going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Looking to throw. Shipley. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. The kick by Maher is good. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Ryan, he's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Ryan. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Julio Jones, once again, the intended target. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find the silver lining in this one. Much more like...
And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His third touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking middle, and that's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Shipley. He's going to take off with it. Taking it. And my goodness, another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They run it again with Anderson, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
We play to win. Let's go.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Caught by Jones. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give to Anderson here out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, second down.
Right there, 54 miles. Check.
Throwing on second down, Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 35, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Off the play fake, Shipley. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Shipley. Got his target, Samuel. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on third and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire?
And my goodness, another interception. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. And this is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yep.
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Emmanuel Agba picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Anderson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5, past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
I'm coming.
Ready?
Throwing on first down. Shipley flushed out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He'll throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Looking to throw. Shipley, and that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in his zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4.
On the ball.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
From the gun, Shipley. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Now the try here for the point after. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Here's 2nd and 8. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10 from the shotgun to McCaffrey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Check. Not today.
Off play action. Shipley. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Completes this short throw to Stocker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 10th carry now for Anderson. Oh, he's got some breathing room.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Give them 32 on the play. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit them with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of the game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Check tight. Check tight.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
second and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
You go, Christian. Step.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Wahoo! Yo, cheetah! Go!
Back to throw. Shipley. And now here is another interception. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
22!
They start the drive with Anderson. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the depth. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over. Remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to cash.
Tackle made by the 2nd-round pick, Isaiah Oliver.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you could just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for the Panthers, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire...
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know what makes Posse and Dave win. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, ahead, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up. We giving a show, but can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints and rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can